Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the male build. We have the Gundam Astraea Type F GN Heavy Weapon Set. I got lucky enough to get this through Big in Japan. Now, if you're not familiar with male build, they're basically your high-end or top-of-the-line Bandai figures for Gundams. They also have the Solo Chigoin line, which is kind of like the counterpart, but for other super robots out there. And there's also the Gundam Fixed Figuration or GFF line, which is basically metal build, but more on the Katoki designs. So there's a lot of similar lines within Bandai that offers the same kind of details. Anyways, here's the review. I got this a couple weeks back. I just wasn't ready to review it yet. I've reviewed metal builds before. It's just that it takes a lot of time. It's like every time I look at the Master Grade kit now, I'm like, do I have time to build it? Yeah, it's one of those laziness when it kicks in. Anyways, here's the back of the box. A lot of cool poses and details. And yeah, there's just a lot of armament to go over. Not to mention, there's going to be an add-on set that will be coming in later this year, which I also pre-ordered. Oh man. The price on this, I pre-ordered it. It was, I think, 30,000 yen. Then shipping was another 4. So that kind of roughly over $300 just for this. And then the add-on set was another $100. Oh, jeez. And then you're looking at, I just spent $500 on a set. And that is pre-order. Just imagine those people who have to buy this in the aftermarket. Oh boy. Actually, I want to talk about that. There seems to be a lot of resellers now. I mean, it's not that uncommon, but I feel like a lot of the prices or the hype are just from a lot of resellers. They're kind of skewing the market. In some sense, it's good. It shows interest on the product, but at the same time, some of the collectors are hurting. Especially when you have to put more money as opposed to buying other stuff from Bandai. It just, the money gets diverted to something else. Anyways, here's the box art. Let's take a look inside. Alright, so inside, typically you're gonna get 2 trays where all the parts and the bays are, and we'll just go over it real quick. So we got a lot of hands here. We got 4 sets of hands, or 4 pairs, along with the closed fist, so that's 5. We got the backpack and all that good stuff. Or actually, this is, what are these? Oh, okay. So this might be the, seems like a back skirt or front skirt. You swap out. You got the hilts. You got the rifle. The beam effect up there. You got a magazine. Really nice. I don't know. Looks like a submachine gun there. Pistols. Yep. Right. So that's one tray. Then the next tray, you got the binders or the shield right here. You got really nice red base here. Got blades. So really good stuff. Then you have the figure, which typically comes in the foam, and it's kind of like it makes me wonder, why can't they just put it in plastic too? Why foam? Well, it has die-cast parts, and this is kind of like you gotta really protect it. Although I find that styrofoam does have a tendency to break easily. So anyways, here's what's inside. So we get a oh, interesting. Whoops. Now, I'm not too familiar with the Astraea Type F. So there seems to be a spare head right there. Some more attachment here, pieces here. Then you got the figure here. Right there. So we'll go over that. Now let's go take a quick look at the instruction manual. Alright, we have the instruction manual here. Now, I watched Dolo, but this might be like a side story kind of deal. I haven't really, yeah, I can't, no, yeah, it's, I don't think Astraea Type F was in the series. Yeah, so in a way this is going to be a blind review. Meaning I know little or not about the character, other than it is awesome. Alright, so here we got all the weapon parts. Okay, so there is two that kind of reminds me of, what's that Gundam? Well, that's more of the Aegis. Or maybe the Reborns. Huh. That one kind of reminds me of the Red Warriors. Something like that. Alright, so the GN drive on the back there. So all the attachment, all that stuff. Ways to display it. I really like that binder thing. It's really nice. Is there anything else? Yeah. Okay, so you can combine those cannons. Nice. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the instruction booklet, or the manual. Let's take a look at the Astraea Type F. Alright, we have the figure here. And just a heads up, I always have the high contrast on my camera. It picks up more of the color. Now the color is close to the Aegis Gundam, maybe even Charzaku. We got that salmon pink, but more on the red side. Yeah. It's actually really nice. I like it. Now, you also have this particular, kind of like almost metallic purple on the chest, and or maybe it's like burgundy color on the side of the shoulder here, onto the lower torso, even the front part here, and even the feet here. But the color, you got this really nice matte finish on this particular color. Really nice. And I got some, oh yeah, so scratch. It's not. Then some kind of luminescent or like pearl finish for the purple inside here. It's a really light purple. Then you got your die cast pieces here, really nice. You got that gunmetal color. Really great. Yeah, just a lot of great details. Now this one, it comes with this particular head. Again, I'm not too familiar, and I would think that this is the actual head for the Astraea. Then you have this one here, with the long ears also. I wonder if you start out with this and it turns to that, or I don't know. Again, I'm not too familiar. But to swap it off, we're just gonna pop this head off, and again, be careful of what you've what you're touching on metal builds. This one is whoops. Ooh, I don't like that. Yeah, my fingers kind of clenched. Good thing I didn't stop the ears. Oh boy, it's always nerve-wracking reviewing metal builds. Alright, so that's what it looks like with this configuration. Although I'm gonna stick with this one. I kinda like it though. We got that visor. You can still see the eyes inside. Yeah, I think this is well, I guess you can go either way, but again, we're gonna pop it off. Just be careful. Come on. Yeah, those ears just too close, and when you pop it off, you have a tendency to just clench your fingers together to not drop it. It just, ugh. Anyways, that's that. Got the nice GN drive there, double O, and there's a last letter there. I can't make it. It's like a 1, I guess, or it could be F. Oh. Get the GN drive on the back here. Quite nice. Yeah, just a lot of great details. Anyways, that's that. Let's start putting parts on it. Or actually, oh no, before that, we gotta go do the boring stuff, right? Articulation. Yeah, this is always interesting why we even go to articulation. If it's something that you really want to get, you're gonna buy it regardless, right? Even if there's a flaw, well, you can do other poses, right? Well, I find that going over articulation is a means of myself to play around with the figure. Because at this point, I'm just being honest here. I'm a huge collector, and sometimes when I grab a figure, the most time I spend on it is on a review, just going over it. It's basically a record of my collection, my YouTube channel, and it goes back to the box unless it's something that I really like that I can display if I have space. But yeah, when you're collecting a lot of things, you get to the point that you barely play around with that figure unless you have a cool idea. Sometimes I do that. I need to grab this figure, and I have a cool idea that I want to take a photo of. But that really happens. Anyways, getting back to this, let's go over it. And in a way, also, if for those who missed out on this and just kind of want to see, how it is, this is the video for that, right? All right, so the neck articulation, we kind of went over that. You kind of pop it out forward. It's like a hinge system right there. You can look up. And side to side, you just got to be really careful for the necks and this fin here. I mean, it's hard plastic, and yeah. Is there a spare? Probably not. Or if you can, okay. Seems like you can pop them off. There's a bit of wiggle room there. I'm not gonna do that though. Then you got your shoulder here, which has a bit of flexibility to move forward and back, just a little bit. I kind of forgot how this thing is gonna. It's probably a ball joint there. Then you got a bit of the hinge system for the shoulder. You can rotate this around. This is connected on the hinge for the shoulder armor. You can move this outward. Is there a bicep swivel? Nope. That's strange. Okay, you do have an articulation down here on the lower part of the bicep, but not there. Huh. It's weird. Usually there is one on top there. Then you get your elbow articulation. It's double jointed, but let's see how far. Yeah, you can go that high. And let's see here. There we go. You got your wrist joint here, which is swappable. It's a ball joint. You got your waist articulation here. Typically, they have a bit of a up crunch right there. The back side. There we go. Just a little bit. Then sometimes they have side to side, although this one doesn't have that. There's no flex. Yeah, I wish there's a bit. I guess not on this one. You got your front skirt. They're on, it's probably a peg. Nope, it's a ball joint. There we go. Now this one's here. Yep, it's kind of like the Exia or the Quanta. You can pop them off. I'm actually kind of curious. We could possibly change armor, swap them around. There we go. There's no side skirts, so you can definitely do a wider split, but yeah, it cannot go all the way because of how the joints are. And I don't have, oh, I forgot to put the back skirt. Let me do that now. Alright, so here we go. We got the back skirt. Here's a rectangular peg and a clip here. So 2 ways to attach this, or 2 contact points. And I'm having a hard time putting that on. Alright. May have to hope. There we go. Just don't want to put pressure on those. Let's try this again. Putting too much force there. Such a weird connection. You would think it will just pop in and... Nope. I gotta do this off camera. Alright, I managed to put it on. You just gotta be really careful. Yeah, it's something I have to put like close to so I can see it. It's hard to do it behind the camera. All right, and we have, I guess you can go either way. Get the beam daggers on the side, which I like. I like it when it's like this. It's functional, or it makes sense because he can grab it from the back as opposed to the overhead. Yeah, so you do have a hinge here. Can move back. Yeah, quite nice. Moving on, let's go over the knees. Actually, I forgot to. Yeah, you got that die cast joint there. It's gonna be a little difficult to move up. There we go. Oops. I could probably go a little higher. And then you got your knee bend. Double jointed. Really nice. Do that one more time. Yeah, really nice there. I like it. And seems like we can attach something there. Yep. There's a bit of a hollow spot there, which is not too bad. But yeah. Alright. And you got your ankle, which is again die cast, the joint, so it's a little difficult, and that thing popped off. I guess that is the drawback of it sticking out when you're handling the figure. It does get in the way. Alright, so we got the shin guards here. Then you got this thing on the back, which is weird. I found this a bit odd. Usually this is on the front. And this thing is on here. So it's like then you got a bit of the heel. Yeah, this is just a weird design having like this. But I guess it kind of works on this. Yeah, I don't like that. But you do have that articulation. And on the back side here, yeah, that's it. Yep, that's pretty much it for the articulation. And again, they are die-cast joints. So in a way, it's quite nice, and you can feel the tension on the joints, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to pose. But it will hold it. Just don't change the pose too often, otherwise you're going to wear out the joints. Alright, so that's that. And let's start putting on armaments. Alright, so why don't we put the Astraea at the base? Yep. So we get the base here. Quite nice. As always tells you what name it is and all the armaments in there. And they're really fine print though. But a lot of weapons. So we're going to go ahead and attach this. There we go. This one, there's a locking mechanism for that. Actually, let's see. I can probably lower that, lock that in place. There's also another attachment, or another tab there, so you can go all the way up. Kind of like your typical action base. Actually, let's snap that in place there. Alright. There's an attachment here. There we go. This should go underneath the Astraea. Hold on, I'm having a hard time trying to put this on here. There we go. Let's lock that in place. Alright. It's right there underneath. Gonna put this on here. Always the difficult part. Alright, here we go. That's quite nice. Alright, a little bit easier to work with the Astraea when it's propped up like this. Alright, so let's go over accessories and stuff. So first off, I'm just going how it is in the illustration booklet, although this one's a little different. I'm gonna attach this one. I think it goes, yeah. I'm gonna go attach this here. This is for the shield, if you want to attach it here, but more than likely we're going to attach it on the back. So, there we go. We got that option. But we want to attach the blades on this one. So, let's go ahead and pop this out. It's a little difficult. See, I kind of wish there is a way to, like, a bit more. Gotta wiggle it out. There we go. I got the Geon blades here. Actually, I had to look this up. So this is called the Proto Geon sword, and this one just goes over in front. There is a handle here. There we go. That goes up, but we can just put it on without swapping out the hands. All right. So. To do this, this one, you gotta have to kind of pinch it in to remove the top part. And on the Astraea, you have to pop this out here. It's a little tab. I would say grab a toothpick. It's probably the easiest way if you've recently cut your nails. There we go. So just pop that tab off, and there's an attachment there, which goes through this section here. Alright, let's go ahead and attach that. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Okay, there we go. So it attaches there, and to differentiate the either one, just this part here goes onto the outside part of the arm. So there we go. Then the top part will just go here. And kind of clips into alright. It's one of those, I gotta do it off camera again. Alright, so putting this clip on here is actually a little nerve-wracking, and I might have scratched my figure. The problem with this though is that this is just really close to that, and it's just a sandwich. And if you put it incorrectly, you're gonna scratch up. Although it seems like it's fine. Anyways, maybe it's just some excess plastic on this one. But to do this, you want to clip on the inside. Well, make sure that's all the way, the back part is all the way in. Clip this one first from the inside. Then attach that in front. There we go. Then just have to slide that in. Yeah, sometimes it's not even holding. There's a little, see, that tab should go in. So either this thing is not securing properly, because on this side it's clipped in. This one, it sticks out a bit, so I have a little problem. I think I have an excess plastic there or something. Anyways, I think that's as good as I can get it there. Alright, I made some tweaking and it will clip on. So right now we don't see that tab. So it does hold in place, and just to make sure it's all secure. You don't want that to be dropping. Alright, so we have the Geon sword, which opens up. There we go. Again, you have the optional handle, but I think we can go without it. Alright, so here we go. Let's go ahead and deploy both of them. Whoops, and this thing just popped out. Great. Alright, there we go. Got it back. Feels like there's something gonna stick out here. Alright. Geon blades for the Geon sword. What else we got? We can go with the pistols. That's the next one. Alright, so for this one, we gotta swap out the wrist joints or the hands. Why is it hard to pop this out? Alright, so what we have here. That's an interesting joint. Usually, well, it's kind of like a, it's like a straight peg, but not quite. Alright, I got one hand there. You probably didn't see it. Alright, so let me do it on this side here. Pop it off. Come on, there. It's always a struggle. Alright, so. Alright, that went in a lot easier. Okay, pistols. We got one here. There's like a scope, I guess, on the other side. There we go. And another on this side. Now, I don't think this stashes somewhere else in the Gundam. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, I have to look into it, but oh, okay. That's where it stashes. It stashes on to the next part. All right, so we have these things here. I'm not quite sure what they call this. I guess a GN storage. It opens up and we can stash the pistol here. Right, let's do it from the left side first. There we go. So according to this, we're gonna stash it this way and just close down. There we go. And this thing is gonna be attached onto the knee. Got that peg right there. Still movable. No, kind of. Oh, okay, it does make sense to have it like that. No, wait. See, if it's gonna be here, and this is gonna be like this, how is he gonna hold that? It's gonna hold it like this first? Yeah. It's like, this kind of makes sense more, because he could tilt this, well, I don't know. Well, it's a storage container, but it just doesn't make sense on how he's gonna grab his weapon. Again, if this pops out, is he gonna cross reach? Yeah. That's a weird design. Oh. Okay. Alright, I made a mistake. So it is like this. On the instruction, I was looking at from the back side. That is the problem. Alright. So, there we go. It's gonna be like this. Now it definitely makes sense now. My mistake. Alright, I like it. Although I kind of like the backside design more than the front, because we just get the hinge there. Alright, next up we have the GN rifle right here. Now there's a little gimmick here. You can shift this left or right, just depending on where you're mounting it. It's going to be here. Let's see here. So it's going to be a little bit towards that. Adjustable handle as well. And we're just going to mount it on top here. There we go. Otherwise, I mean, you got two tabs here. We're going to attach it onto the side here in a bit. Next up, we have the GN hammer here, which I remember that he does use this on some games that we have the Astraea. So you can now pop this out. There's going to be a cable attachment. Just basically extend this. There we go. GN hammer. Get the handle here. This is, you probably need to use the angled one, which is this one here, most likely. See if I can get this thingy. Yeah, this is probably what you want to use for this. Yep. Well, I'm not gonna put it on, but it's there. And this goes on to the left side. We even have details on the back. So we got boosters there. Goes on to this side. And we also have the GN hand missiles. It does have a handle right here. Or you can just attach it here. You got a lot of peg connection. And there's a tab here which you push up. It kind of props up on this and opens up. There we go. Not much details on this, but I guess it's just a hand missile. It would be nice if there is another one. No, we only get one. Because, yeah, I want to put it on the other side as well. So we're just going to go ahead and tab this in. There we go. And what else we got? Alright, next up we have the NGN bazooka right here. It does have a magazine here, the bullet or the ammo patches here. It's quite nice. You got the two-tone, get that metallic, almost like cobalt blue. Then you get some silver here, silver, and even the old decals there. Really nice, and it is a bit hollow there, so you can attach some effect parts if there is one. Not on this set though. It does open up. You do have handle on both sides for an added, so you can mount this on either shoulder and have a support. Although we're just gonna put it here. Now it just goes over, and I'm gonna put it on the left since we already have that missile there. Let's see if I can do this. Alright. So, yeah, that works quite well. Just gonna go ahead and put this on to the hand, which is gonna be difficult to do. Let me do this off camera. I actually want to show this because I feel like it's one of those crucial things. Alright, so I got the hand off and I just push it in. And just gonna make sure you kind of clear. There we go. I mean, it's as good as it gets. Alright, now putting this on here. Yeah. Which I'm not too fond of because it's gonna hit. So put it at an angle first. There we go. And alright, it cleared. So there we go. We got the bazooka on that hand. And we'll leave the bazooka for now. I think that'll be alright. I'm pretty sure we're gonna add more stuff on him. Alright, next up is the GN saber. I mean, you get the, I guess, the dagger here with a short. And you get two of those. You also get two of these, the longer one. You really have a GN sword. There we go. I kinda wish there's an attachment here, like for the knee, that you can just attach to the GN sword. You never know on the foot. Because when you're in close combat, you just slash them with your foot. It reminds me of the blue frame that does that, has the knife. You know, I didn't realize there is a tool to take this off. Yeah, so it kind of goes like this. It basically helps you pull this out. I mean, the toothpick idea works either. I mean, it works too, so. Either way, moving on, we have the GN launcher right here. Interesting. So this one, I guess it goes. I think this goes over the shoulder. Then you have your handle here. Quite interesting. Alright, I forgot to mention, I found a tool. There was an instruction like this. I wasn't sure what it is. This is the tool to remove that the panel underneath the forearm. You know, kind of, yeah, toothpick idea works too. So, there's that. Next up, we have the GN launcher right here. This one you get two, because why not? You have a movable handle here. This one was initially like this, but you flip it over. Not sure why they package it that way. This goes onto the shoulder, and this is the part where you actually remove the panel. I mean that side thing. So unfortunately, I may have to remove this again and reattach it later on. Well, there goes my idea. Right, let's see if I can pop this off. Let's see here. Oh, nope, it's not popping off. There we go. Get this off here. Let's see. There we go. Got that handle off. We'll just leave it like that. Now, let's see how we're going to remove this side on the shoulder fins. Alright, so let's see. I'm wiggling it. How are you gonna... It's a clip there. Ah, jeez. It's one of those. Alright. So, I guess, unfortunately, we're gonna have to pop the head off again to access that. Oh, that came off a lot easier. So just gonna wiggle it out. There we go. Yeah, I gotta put this back on. Alright, again. Gotta be careful. There we go. Now, how is it gonna go in there? Oh. Alright. That's such a weird design. Also, it tells you to just, you can actually put a cover on top of this, like a normal stock. So you gotta have to push this out right here. This is where you kind of need the tool. I guess we'll use this one. This is supposed to pop out right there. There we go. So this goes over and extends out. There we go. You know what? I might just do it this way. Yeah, but it does require a bit of manipulation on the arms. Alright, so I managed to put it on. It's actually not too bad, but definitely it's something that you gotta be careful. Alright, so, I mean, it's not... There we go. I mean, yeah, close enough. So, right there. Let's see if I can move my camera here. There we go. This does make sense because you want to tap into the GN drive, which is his core, and it just attaches to the collar. And you're gonna have a high output launcher. That's basically what it is, I believe. Alright, so other than that, I guess I could just put everything on, or as much as I can, on to the... Or actually no, before we do that, let's put on the shield. Then we can put everything on. Alright, onto the back side. Now there's actually a gimmick onto the back here, and I don't know if I can remove the GN drive. It's not in the instruction, and I kind of forgot how the exit does it. Yeah, so maybe you can remove it, maybe you don't. Right, so this opens up like this. Yep. So you kind of flare it out, then... Let's see, I think it goes a little bit more. There we go. Now this, the green booster, or I'm not even sure they're boosters, it's actually a little difficult to reposition them. And it might be the paint, just a little stiff. But you can readjust those, like so. So there's that option right there. Now to put the wings on, we have this arm extension, which goes to the side. It is made of die cast, which they typically do for anything like wings, because you do want that extra. But the shield though is made of plastic, so I mean, I'm not complaining. Die cast joints are typically better, but they're just a little stiff. Now to attach this goes here, and I'm gonna show one way of attaching the shields. So we're gonna go ahead and pry this out. The little tab that goes from the side. Same thing on the other side here. Good thing I have nails. And let's see here. Alright, I had to verify. So there is a screw on the other end, because that is for, or actually just attaching that piece right there. Now you're gonna put that like this, so you don't see that. It's gonna be blocked by that shoulder. So we're just gonna go ahead and pop this in. There we go. And same thing on to the other side. Now it does remind me of the Quanta now with the shield binder. But this one you got both. What is wrong with this? I'm pushing it in. Oh, there we go. It's kind of like a spring, keeps pushing out. Alright, so we have that. Now you have a lot of articulation there. Now, getting back to the shield here, there is another attachment right here where you can connect two of them. Actually, yeah, let's attach it from the top, because you can go either way. So we attach both of them. There we go. Now you can move this around, rotate it. It's really nice connection. Then we're gonna attach this side here. There we go. I just realized I haven't attached the shoulder blades, the shoulder fins yet. We'll worry about that later. Alright, so where was I? Do the same thing on the other side. Attach it from top. Again, you can attach it from the bottom. I guess it doesn't really matter, unless you're going for a certain pose. Attach it here. Should just put a little bit more angle. There we go. Bring this front here. Alright, so let's move it back a little bit. And now you have like the shield, which I really like. Now there is a gimmick on this one that you can open them up, and actually that is the part when it was shown on the back skirt, which we'll do next. But just kind of demonstrate, you can pop them out like this. It's interesting how this one is a little offset, but if you think about it, that's the space. So that's why they're a little off to the side. There we go. This one opens up also from the top and on the bottom. So really cool that the shield itself opens up, and you can do that on all four of them. Alright, so what am I going to do? I'm going to do a reset, remove the side attachment, and I'm going to mount this one. I'm going to do it off camera since I had a little difficulty attaching the back skirt at the beginning of the video. And let's do that. Alright, we're almost there. I swapped this out. Now you have the arms here. We're just going to attach this same way. Alright, So let's see how this is gonna work out. Here we go. Oh, I like that when it's angled like that. All right, so just there we go. That is sweet. And you can angle it forward. Yeah, I think I like that. Now you actually have some side skirts. So there we go. Now the fun part of putting everything, you know, the side, the weapon and stuff. To do that, we need to remove the side here, and we always have this extension here. Let's do that. Alright, so move the arm out of the way. We're just gonna go reach it and pull this out. There we go. On the peg holes right there, the longer one is gonna be on top. We're just gonna go and then attach that. There we go. But it's gonna put the GN hammer on this side. Although that's gonna be problematic with the wing. This is gonna even work. Okay, good. I can now move this. There we go. Yeah, it's gonna be on the way, but that'll work. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Move the arm out of the way. There we go. Pop this out. Where is the other one? There we go. Just bear with me. I know it's a long video, but I really want to show how it's all put together for the most part. I did do certain things off camera since it's a little tricky to do. There we go. Get the GN rifle there. Go at that. Make some adjustments on the. Actually, let's go put an angle. There we go. Over the arms. Let's reattach hand missile launcher thing. There we go, and this thing here. Let's see. And I forgot about the. Okay, so let me finish up the last remaining things. All right, here we go. Essentially, you can make it as ridiculous as we've seen on the box art. Yep. Pretty much anything that is heavy weapon or even the full armor unicorn. It is ridiculous how much accessories they put on it, and it doesn't make sense. It makes more sense to have a separate ship that continuously resupplies you or sends you stuff on the battlefield, kind of like how Seed does it. But not in this way where you just carry everything with you. Just, oh well. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the review. Thanks for sticking till the end. Hopefully you're watching till the end. But here it is. It's a really awesome male build. I highly recommend getting it if you can for a good price. Hopefully near the retail. Yeah, something tells me this is gonna be like $400 or $500. I mean, it was $300 to begin with. So, anyways, that's it for the review, and I'll do a follow-up once I get the add-on parts. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.